Hello and welcome to our At My Advantage 365 video training series.
Today we're going to discuss the rental order closeout and using this functionality to handle any additional sales and continued rentals of equipment that is not returned by the customer. Please be sure to watch RMI's training video on rental closeout billing adjustments prior to watching this video, so you're familiar with some of the billing control functionality available. In this video, we're going to focus strictly on the open shipment action, or how to handle the sale or continued rental of equipment that is not returned with the rest of the order. Within the Rental Advantage navigation pane, select Rental Orders to open the Rental Orders list. We are going to explore the different options by processing some closeouts on different orders. The first we're going to do is we are going to take a look at rental order number 604. Now on that order number, 604, there's a few things I would like to point out. First, notice that this is considered an indefinite deal code. You'll see that all of the lines, they've been flagged as indefinite billing monthly in advance. Also notice that only one line has something still shipped on it, that the last line for our rental monitor, the quantity ordered was 5, but the quantity shipped on that rental is a quantity of 1. If we look at some of the other rental lines, if we drill into these shipments, you'll notice that we have done the receiving on everything. The rest of the other equipment was returned on May 27th. In addition, let's take a quick look at the line card. On the line card, we see that, again, it is an indefinite deal code, and the billing has occurred through the 27th. So everything on this order has been returned on the 27th, which is the billing anniversary date, with the exception of one of these monitors.
The reason the rest of the rental lines have been received in is because the receiving department has already closed out those lines. Since we need to adjust the billing for this order, that's why we're going back to close out that last monitor.
In this first example, we're going to use order closeout to close down the indefinite rental to a definite period of time to some number of months. We are going to cause the system to sell that single monitor that was not returned by the customer. That equipment may not have been returned, or maybe we got there and tried to do the return of the equipment, but discovered that it was so badly damaged that we couldn't use it as part of our rental fleet anymore. And instead we are selling it to the customer. We're going to use order closeout, so let's click on the closeout button in the home ribbon. You'll recall from our rental order closeout training video on billing settlements that the billing settlement date is used to determine any additional credits or invoicing that needs to go to the customer. In this case, the billing settlement date is going to be the 27th because our equipment was returned on that date, which also happens to be our last bill through date for this order. Under open shipments, we will have one line where there's still an open shipment, and if I maximize this for you, the quantity shipped on that monitor is 1. The open shipment action we would like to take is to automatically sell anything that is still outstanding. We're going to click OK. Notice now that all of the lines on the order has been turned from indefinite deals to definite deals. So our deal code is now monthly, billing monthly in advance, and our deal length has been set to 4, and 4 months would equal our through date of the 27th of May. If I move to the Sales Fast tab, you'll see that there's one monitor that has been created as a sale, and the sale of the monitor had defaulted in our normal sale price of $100,
which came off of our product card.
Now we can post this invoice. In this example, we had used order closeout to convert an indefinite deal code to a definite period of time and to auto-create the sale and charge the sale of the one monitor that was not returned with the order. In our next example, we're going to discuss how to handle the re-rental of equipment. Let's move to order number 603. We'll go back to the Rental Advantage navigation pane and select the search bar to filter on the rental order number of 603. Now on rental order number 603, the customer had rented 2 notebooks and 2 monitors. We can see by the quantity shipped that on the notebook there is still 1 outstanding. If we drill in and look at the details, we can see that on notebook number 252 is still outstanding. It wasn't returned against this order, and in fact, the other notebook was returned by April 30th, and both of the monitors have been returned to us on the same date. April 30th happens to be the billing anniversary date of the end of this rental. So the customer had originally committed to a 3-month period of time. At the end of the 3 months, only 3 of the 4 pieces of equipment was returned to us.
Since those pieces of equipment were already returned, the receiving department had already completed the receipts and changed the deal codes to definite periods of time for that equipment. Our billing department will be able to complete the closeout and rerun for that piece of equipment that is still out in this instance.
In this situation, the customer requested that they can continue to rent one of those notebooks. So this time we're going to use order closeout to create or extend the rental of that single notebook. Click on the closeout button in the home ribbon. From within the closeout screen, our date was 4/30. And our open shipment action this time will set to re-rent. That will cause a new rental line to be created on the order and the remaining notebook to be assigned to it. I'll click OK, and we'll notice that we have a new line that was automatically created under the first line for our notebooks. It starts on May 1st, which would have been the day after the other rental line had ended, and that had been extended and will bill for a 3-month period. When we do the rerun, the function duplicates the deal code and the deal length from the original line. On the new line, there's a quantity shipped of 1 if we drill into the field for quantity shipped of 1. We will see that it's notebook number 252 assigned to that line. Since our billing settlement date was set to the 30th of April, if we look at our line card, there's no additional billings or credits that are expected to occur on those lines.
After the re-rent closeout is complete, this new line is editable and can be changed. In this case, I'm going to change our unit price from 100 to 50.
That completes our example on how to use the closeout function to cause the re-rental of equipment that is to stay out on rent. Our last example I would like to review is how we could use the closeout to receive in the equipment as well as handle any billing settlements if necessary.
In this example, we're going to move to order number 605, go back to Rental Advantage navigation pane and search for order number 605.
On this rental order, I have a single handheld computer. It's currently in an indefinite deal code, billing monthly in advance. And in this example, the equipment is still out at the customer's site. If we look at that line card for just a moment, we'll notice that we billed an initial term from the 15th to the 31st of May. And our recurring billing was set up to bill monthly at the beginning of every month. And in this case, we've invoiced it through July 31st of this year. This particular customer has returned the equipment to us on the 31st of July, so there will be no additional billing that will need to occur. But I'd like to use the order closeout process to convert the indefinite deal code to a definite period of time. And I would like the process to receive in the equipment for me. We're going to click on the Closeout button, and our billing settlement date is going to be July 31st. And the open shipment action will be receive. And the return date will be the 31st of July, and the receive to location will default in because that's the location it was originally shipped out of. When I click OK on the rental order line, that deal has now been converted from an indefinite deal to a definite deal and is now displaying as a 2-month rental from the 1st of June to the end of July. Our quantity shipped is now 0, and we can drill in to see that we have a receipt for the handheld computers the 31st of July. This concludes our Closeout Open Shipment Action video.
This concludes our video. Be sure to watch all the videos in RMI's training series to help make your job easier and to make you a more efficient user of the Advantage 365.